Hey Redemption Gateway, my name is Patrick Buck and I am new here on staff and I have the pleasure of working with student ministries and creative arts. And this morning or afternoon or evening, whatever time you're watching, I get the pleasure of doing today's daily dose. So we are in 1 Peter chapter 5 if you've been following along, and today we have verse 5, and here's what it says. Likewise, you who are younger, be subject to the elders. Clothe yourselves, all of you, with humility toward one another. For God opposes the proud, but gives grace to the humble. And so if you've been around church for any amount of time, you've probably heard that last line, God opposes the proud, but gives grace to the humble. So let me just put us all in the same boat here so that we can sail forward with this. I don't think any of us want God opposing us. So then that means that we can all move forward together and ask the question, how do we be humble? How do we as followers of Jesus live lives of humility? And specifically in this cultural climate of COVID-19, this season of complete uncertainty, if we're being honest. Here's something that a man by the name of Dallas Willard says, observing just the life of Jesus and specifically what it means to be humble. He says, humility never pretends. Humility never pretends. So hopefully that's freeing to you and that's encouraging. But what that points out, and if you're honest with yourself, and we can all level here on the same page, we are really good at pretending. We are experts at falsehood and being fake and putting up masks. And all that is our pride being unwilling to say, I'm not enough. And the struggle is when we put up those walls and we put up those masks and we fake our way through life or seasons of uncertainty like COVID-19, we distance ourselves from others. We don't allow others in. And we also can end up hurting other people because we abuse them with the fake knowledge that we think we have about the future of the world and what's going to happen next and how best and what's the most wise way to handle this as Arizona opens back up. We can all just admit that we don't know. And when we do that with humility and with love for our neighbor, what actually happens is we are able to be fully known. We're able to be opened up, laid bare for all to see, like God sees us, and be fully known and fully loved by our neighbors. And rather than causing division and hatred between one another because, well, you don't know, you're not handling this properly. I know how to handle this. I'm prepared for world pandemic. Sorry. I don't think any of us are. God's the only one that holds the future in his hands, and he's wise, and we need to trust him. And so this morning or afternoon or evening, I just want to encourage you and myself in this, that this is a time of uncertainty. None of us know the future. God does, and he is good, and he is wise, and he is loving. And so as his followers, as his humble disciples, his sheep, we just need to lovingly say, I don't know, but the shepherd does. He's wise, and I trust his leading. And in that, the beauty of it is that we will be fully laid open before people that maybe we don't trust, and that might hurt, but it leads to wholeness, and it leads to relationship that Jesus promises. So I want to encourage you wherever you're at today, grace and peace to you as you go in the way of Jesus.